Hello family, super thankful to have you here back on the La Vista channel. If you are a returning family, I say thank you so much for coming back, and if you are new here, please do well to subscribe and join the family. We are such a happy family here, so do well to subscribe and join us. Okay, today on the menu I am sharing with you how I make my flaky tuna pies. Today we are filling it up with tuna, but you can also choose to fill it with meat or corned beef and call it meat pie as we normally call it. So yes, thank you so much, and let's do this together. You are going to love this. This is so authentic, so stay tuned and let me family. For the ingredients, I do have exactly 1 kilo of all-purpose flour, 250 grams of cold unsalted butter, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of nutmeg, and 1.5 tablespoon of baking powder, and my evaporated milk. For my fillings, I do have some vegetables, carrots, spring onions, red onions, some mushrooms, and 1 Maggi shrimp seasoning, and of course some tuna and some vegetable oil. I'll just use a little bit of it. So that is all. Please check in the description box for all the details if you miss any. And I go ahead to put my flour in my bowl, mixing bowl. We'll be saving a little bit of the flour for later, and I will go ahead to add all my dry ingredients, which is the baking powder, the salt, and the nutmeg. Please make sure you mix it very well so that it all blends together, because sometimes when you're eating some pie, you just come across a part where you bite only into maybe nutmeg, for example, and it's not that good. So please make sure you blend it very well. And go ahead to add my cold butter. Yes, this shouldn't be at room temperature, it should be cold, because this is how this recipe need. You just go ahead to mix it, and you're going to get something like, after mixing your butter, this is how your dough should look like. It should be very mushy, very flaky. Yes, that is how you need it to be. You should also be able to form a ball, but that ball will be easily broken if you just give it a. Here I will be adding 1 cup of milk. I use evaporated milk. You can use whole milk if that is what you have, or better mix powdered milk with water, and yeah, all that you need is 1 cup of milk. That is all. So yeah, this is the remaining one. I just add it slowly just so it doesn't become too soft, because that is not what we want our dough to be. So yes, we are done here, and we did not actually mix it too hard. This is the reason why I didn't even use my mixture. The hands are perfect, because when you mix it too much, you're going to make your dough form into a gluten form, which we do not want it in this recipe at all. We want it nice and flaky. So yes, not too much at all. It is so easy with this recipe. So we just form our balls, and we're going to take our. So after creating the balls, I go ahead to take my plastic wrap and wrap the dough in it, and yes, it is going straight to the fridge. It needs to sit in the fridge for at least 40 minutes to an hour. We want these doughs to be cold enough, and it will hold the dough together so that it will be easier for us to roll it and shape it into the forms that we want. This is the way that you will get your meat pie to be as flaky as possible. Super easy, super simple. So yes, it's going straight to the fridge. All right, so right now we're done with our dough. We're going to concentrate right now with our fillings, and so I go ahead to add a little bit, just a little bit of oil in my frying pan, and the onions goes next, and we are about to fry each of these vegetables for at least 2 minutes for it to please feel free to use any vegetables of choice, and it's going to be just perfect. So once everything is fried well together, you add your tuna as well, and you also make it fry for 2 minutes, and you'll be done. The only thing that I add my spring onions the very last because I want it to be crispy in there, and it's so good when you bite into them. I love them, so good, and the colors are just beautiful, isn't it? And check it. If you want, you add more. If not, I think the shrimp seasoning is just okay for it, and you are done. The dough is done, the filling is done. I go ahead to prepare my egg wash, and I just use the yolk of the egg. I use 2 of them and add a little tiny bit of milk. Yes, I use the same evaporated milk for it, and yeah, just mix it together, and that is it. You are done with this. You get that beautiful golden color on top of your pie, and it's so beautiful. So after an hour in the fridge, I go ahead to put my dough out and begin to mold it and roll it and shape it into the form that I prefer. If there is anything tricky about this recipe, it should be the rolling. It really do requires a little bit of muscles and a little tiny bit of hard labor here. So yeah, just so you know, but it's fine, it's just perfect. So once you get your dough rolled out perfectly, you just take off your baking paper like this. Really, you need the baking paper because you cannot roll your dough directly. You cannot roll it directly on your dough. Yes, I just hope you get me. You need the baking paper. Done with the rolling, and it's time for us to shape our pies. This is my favorite new shape. You can watch and learn if you like it too, okay? Or better still, do it into the form that you prefer. The remainings are going to be rolled out again, and we will get another forms from it. And this is the perfect thickness that you will need for your pie. Yes, you are almost done, and all that is left is for you to start off with your fillings, and you are good to go. Beautiful thing about pie is you can cut them into any forms and shapes that you want, and this is going to be the old way turnovers, and they're absolutely great. If you want to know more about that, I did a video on it previously and I will link it here, so please check that one out. That is my Flaky Meatpie video, so please check it out. It also have a different recipe altogether. All that is left right now is to decorate it more if you want, and egg wash it, and that is all. And once you're doing this, please make sure your oven is preheated at 175 degrees, okay family, and it's going to be in the oven at 175 degrees for 40 to 50 minutes. I always prefer my tuna pies or pies to be dark brown, so you just have to check it out. You just do it the way you prefer. If you want it lighter, you reduce the time, and if you want it even more darker, you add a little bit time to it. And look at how beautiful these pies are looking. They are bestsellers here, and I promise you they are so flaky that it will just literally melt in your mouth. These are so good, family. They are so good, and that is all about it. Family, these are simply gorgeous and so yummy. You really need to try this, all right? So I'm just going for anyone. Let me go for this one. It smells amazing as well. Look, I'm coming to break it. Look at that crust. Super flaky. You really need to try this, right? Just like what? These are so good. Flaky, family. It looks I really need you to try this, family. It's so good. So family, thank you so much for watching. This is an absolutely no-fail recipe, and I do hope you like and enjoyed it. Make these for your family, for your visitors, for yourself when you're going to work during your lunchtime. Just enjoy this and you will feel just at home. So please make sure you've subscribed if you've not done yet. All right, until then, thank you so much once again for watching, and see you in my next video.